This sign marks the start of the city limits of Enerhodar, a name which translates into English as the city that gifts energy. This prefabricated city of 55,000 inhabitants was built by the Soviets in the early 70s on the banks of the Dnipro River, initially to house the workers of a 3.6 megawatt thermal power plant, which is still in operation today. In 1979, work started on the construction of the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, ZNPP. The plant now consists of 6 Russian-designed VVR reactors, each with a capacity of 1,000 megawatts. On the road to the power plant, the letters AEC, standing for Atomic Energy Station, and the logo of Energoatom can be clearly seen. The public company that operates the plant, Energoatom, is one of the biggest nuclear plant operators in Europe, with 15 nuclear units located at 4 NPPs, accounting for around 50% of Ukrainian national energy consumption. On the left-hand side, just before the main gate of the NPP, the National Training Center, also operated by Energoatom, can be found.
Философия нашей компании в том, что процесс повышения безопасности, он постоянный, перманентный, то есть он должен быть, осуществляться по мере того, как появляются новые знания. И любой новый опыт эксплуатации, хоть на наших энергоблоках, на украинских, хоть на любых энергоблоках, которые там порядка 450 энергоблоков сейчас эксплуатируются во всем мире, мы весь опыт эксплуатации внедряем в себя.
Following the Chernobyl accident, the EU launched a nuclear safety program which between 1991 and 2020 allocated some €2 billion to nuclear safety and security projects, with over €860 million allocated to Ukraine. The establishment of the National Training Center that will train maintenance staff and MPP managers, including senior management, was initiated by the Ukrainian authorities in the 80s, but was mothballed for several years until an agreement was reached with the European Union in 2007, whereby Energoatom would resume construction works with a €13 million contribution from the European Union's Instrument for Nuclear Safety Cooperation to develop an improved training system and maintenance infrastructure. When it's commissioned, which is scheduled for the end of 2016, the building will be the first of its kind in the world and will host a state-of-the-art full-scale simulator of a VVR 1,000 megawatt nuclear reactor. The purpose of the center is to train NPP maintenance staff of all 4 Ukrainian NPPs in a non-radioactive environment, training them to operate, adjust, fine-tune, maintain and monitor critical safety equipment in line with best international practice.
Well, the reason why we invested this relatively large amount of money into this training center is because for Energoatom and of course then consequently for Ukraine and for Europe as a whole and for the world as a whole, this is a very important contribution towards nuclear safety. As soon as you improve the training for nuclear safety, for the operation of the reactor, of course you improve the safety of the plant and to prevent an accident happening like Chernobyl or Fukushima.
Полностью согласен. Я могу только добавить, что вопрос культуры безопасности, он начинается с обучения. Вот человек, когда родился, его начинают обучать. Ходить, дышать, разговаривать. Здесь человек начинает понимать, что такое атомная энергетика, как на ней работать, как эксплуатировать. То есть здесь готовятся специалисты. Обучение, наверное, невозможно назвать более важного.
This EU-Ukrainian nuclear safety cooperation project has 2 very specific components. The first aiming at training Energoatom's senior managers at the so-called Nuclear Safety Academy based at the Energoatom headquarters in Kiev. The second component aims at training maintenance staff at the so-called National Maintenance Staff Training Center, located at the ZNPP premises in Enerhodar. This second component consists of the development of theoretical and practical training systems aimed at improving the quality of equipment maintenance, reducing the equipment failure rate caused by maintenance staff errors, improving maintenance procedures in realistically simulated conditions before implementing them in a radiation environment.
В этом центре по проекту будет 159 полномасштабных тренажеров. Это по всем направлениям ремонтным. Это тепломеханическое оборудование. Именно проекта с Еврокомиссией были выбраны наиболее технически сложные и ответственные с точки зрения результатов ремонта тренажеры.
Within this project, 4 state-of-the-art full-scale simulators for the Maintenance Training Center have been supplied and have now been officially handed over to the Ukrainian side by the European Union. A control rod test rig simulator, a reactor refueling machine simulator, a reactor control and protection system simulator, a valves test rig simulator, and all furniture and computer equipment for training classrooms and laboratories. The long-term aim is to develop 22 training laboratories and 159 training simulators and full-scale equipment mock-ups to cover all MPP maintenance specialities, electrical equipment, rotating mechanisms, pipes, pressure valves, etc. Another very important element of EC-Ukrainian technical cooperation in the field of nuclear safety is the solid radioactive waste treatment facility, currently under completion at ZNPP. A sister project is ongoing at Energoatom's Rivnie NPP in the west of Ukraine. The total EU contribution for these two projects is 22 million euros.
Средства Еврокомиссии были потрачены на приобретение самих установок по переработке радиоактивных отходов, а здания, все подводящие среды и все системы жизнеобеспечения здания, они выполнены за счет украинской стороны.
Based on plans from Ukraine's Kharkov Design Institute, this ZNPP facility will start operating in 2017 using the following equipment funded by the EU. A fragmentation and sorting facility, a supercompactor, a complete incinerator system, and the incinerator monitoring system.
We understood that there is indivisible nuclear safety, because if something goes wrong at one part of the world, it may hit another part of the world. We know that this Chernobyl catastrophe was also a human-made disaster. Therefore, we should invest in human capital in order to prevent that such catastrophes may repeat.
Извлекли уроки, и до 2010 года мы реализовали очень масштабную программу повышения безопасности, которая устраняла присущие советским реакторам, советскому дизайну дефициты безопасности. Мы их все устранили. Но мы не остановились на этом, и сейчас реализуем уже следующую программу повышения безопасности, то есть мы делаем новые апгрейды.